Alright guys, welcome back to another section. Today I'm going to be talking about technical indicators. The technical indicators we have. So before then I'm going to be talking about the common drawing tools we have and how you can draw them on your chart. Alright. So guys, as you can see, this is my trading view and I have the common tools right here because these are my favorite tools, drawing tools, right? These are my favorite drawing tools. We have so many of them, as you can see at the left side, right? You can see them. There are so many. If you click them, you can see them. There are many of them. There are many of them. So I'm only going to be talking about the favorite one, which is my favorite, which are most common, right? These are many of them. I talked about the head and shoulder pattern yesterday, right? As you can see, this is it right here. If you look, you can see there are so many of these tools. Most of the patterns, chart patterns, right? As you can see, XABCD pattern. There are so many of them right here. So now I'm going to be talking about this most common ones, right? People use, all right, and how to draw them on your chart. All right, I'll start by explaining the position tools, right? The position tools, which is the long position and the short position. What is long? What is short? When you are buying, when you are buying a particular pair, you are longing that pair, and when you are selling a particular pair, you are shorting that pair. All right. So this is the short position 2 and this is the long position 2. So what's the difference between these two? As you can see, this the downward part right here is red and the upward part right here is black, right? Same thing, this one, the upward part is red and the downward part is black. Why is it different and why is it like this? Okay, let me show you something. From this tool right here, you see there's the the tool, there's the smaller part and the bigger parts in this tool, right? So what does that mean? That means what you are risking cannot be the same with what you are going to be getting. In terms of trading, you're supposed to be risking small and getting a reward which is bigger than your risks, right? Even in any business, right? You're supposed to be expecting bigger rewards, even in any business you're doing. So right here now, it's this same thing, right? As you can see right here. So I was shorting this pair yesterday, which is XAUSD, which is gold. All right. As you can see, this is two times the red right here is two times more than my risks. I was risking 60 something pips, right? 63 pips to make 126 pips, right? As you can see, it's the reward is times two of what I was risking. So if you are trading and you are risking one pip, you're supposed to be targeting two pips or more. Minimum should be two pips, like should be two of what you are risking. The minimum should be two of what you are risking at least. Everybody has their own risk appetite. Some people do target 1:1. Some people do risk one to get one. Some people do risk one to get 1.5. All right, and some people do risk one to get two. Just depend on their risk appetite and their strategies also, right? If you're having a 40% win rate strategy, to use you don't expect to use one is to one because that would be very poor, right? At least 1:2 would be better, right? So this is how to check to know your risk to reward ratio. If you look right here, you can find out that the number right there is 2.03. Yeah, okay, that's to say you are risking one to get 2.03, right? Same thing with this long position, right? So you only use this position this long position to when you are about to buy. Let's assuming, let me delete this. Let's assuming I want to buy from this point, this price now, this current price, right? This is what I do. I come here and put it at that current price, right? Means that I'm buying from that point. What is the need of this? Is for you to watch your trades, right? Sometimes you don't need to even go to your MT5 to be watching your trades. Some people do prefer trading view. Why? Because to control their emotions and to help their psychology. Going to MT5, maybe going to MT5 and you seeing losses, that might trigger you to close the trade quickly or something else. Or you go to MT5 and you're seeing a lot of, like, maybe you're seeing wins, like you're in massive profit, that might trigger you to close trade even before you get to your TP. So some people prefer this, watching the chart instead of watching the profit, how the profit is running. So that's why people prefer this. That's some people. While some people just use this for just technical analysis sake and other stuff, right? So this to indicate your buy position. All right, this indicates your buy position, and this is to indicate your sell position. All right, let's assume I'm buying for here from this place. Let's assume I'm buying from this particular price. So now once I put this in here and it start going to profit, you're going to see it. All right, let me do something. Okay, let's assume I bought from here. You find out that once it's moving in profit, that place where the candle is more darker than where there's no candle. Can you see it? This place is darker than this place where there's no candle. That's how it looks like. All right, same thing with the bearish, the short position too. As you can see, let's assume I short from there. You can see this place is more darker than this other place. So let's assume I want to sell good from this part, right? My mouse is misbehaving, I don't know. Let me just, okay, let's assume I want to sell good from this part right now. As you can see, you just place the position to right there and wait for your trade to play out. Right, that is it with the position two. I don't know what's wrong with my mouse. That's been misbehaving since. I'm just going to use my hand, I guess. So, oh then, what is this? So, um, I'm done with this position two. Now let's head over to the rectangle two, right? This rectangle two, as you can see, this is a rectangle two, just like a shape, right? You can use it to draw a square or a rectangle. So what's the use of this? It's just, you can use it for anything, just depending on what you want to use it for. But it's used to draw a zone. It's used to draw zones like support and resistance zones, right? You can even use it like this, something like this. But most importantly, or mostly people do use it to draw zone, right? People do use it to draw zone, just like this support and resistance zone right here. As you can see, I just draw a zone right there. So people do use the rectangle tool to draw a zone mainly. That's the most common, the most common use of it, right? So this is the vertical line, right? As you can see, it's a vertical line, right? What is it used for? You can use it to check the day or the date of a particular candle, right? For instance, you want to know what day is this particular candle right here, right? You want to know the day, you can use it to check the day. As you can see, now you look down here at the bottom part, you see Monday 25 November, right, 2024 at 15:00, which is 3 o'clock, right? So you can use it to do that, and also you can also just use it for indication in case you want to mark a particular area, right? You can use it to separate or mark a particular area to indicate something, right? Depending on what you yourself is using it for, you can use it for anything. While this is the trend line too, you all know I talked about trend line. So this is the trend line. It can be used to draw diagonal lines, right? You can also draw horizontal line with it also. So this is the trend line to use to draw trend line. All right. And also here is the Fibonacci retracement tool. This is an indicator. We are coming to that, right? Like I said, today we are going to be talking about technical indicator, so we are coming to that, right? Or probably better still, let me just explain it right here now. So what's the use of this indicator? This is an indicator, right? It's a tool, right? It's a drawing tool, and it's an indicator also. So what's the use of this indicator? It's used for it's a retracement tool, right? It's a retracement tool. It's used to indicate or to know where a particular pair or price is likely to reverse from, right? Just like key levels, the support and resistance. Fibonacci retracement tool can also be used as a key level tool, right? For instance, this is how to draw your Fibonacci tool on your chart. First, if you're looking if you're looking to short, maybe you're looking for sales or you're looking to short a particular pair, you come for you draw the Fibonacci tool from the recent high to the recent low, right? As you can see, this is how to draw it from the recent high to the recent low. Now, as you can see, these are the levels right here. This is the zero point 0.5, which is the middle. This is the zero point 0.6, and this is the I think 0.7. I have to put. Let me just quickly put them back. All right. All right. As you can see, this is the 0.736 level. This is the 0.618 level, and this is the zero point 0.5 level. All right. So now, as you can see, from year to year, this is the highest. This is the most recent high, the most recent high right here. Then this is the most recent low right here. So now, as you can see, price retraced back into this zone, which is the 0.618, and drop down from there. So it can also serve as a key level for trading opportunity. You understand? Can serve as a key level for trading opportunity. Then you see price still went back to this level, which is the 0.736 level, and immediately it got to that level, it dropped from that place. So if you're looking to sell, you can sell from that point, from that exact point, right? As you can see, it still went back into this level, which is the 0.618 level, and now dropped down to this area. All right, as you can see. So those are levels which you can trade from, which you can look for short entry or short positions, right? So that's how to use the Fibonacci tool. All right. I just noticed something right on this chart. If you have watched the video yesterday, you'll find out that I talked about the head and shoulder pattern, right? And as you can see, we have the head and shoulder pattern right here. So what we are going to be waiting for right here, this is a trading opportunity, is for price to break the neckline, right? Immediately it breaks this neckline, then we can go in for short position, right? This is the neckline. After all, I've been expecting a sell from gold, right? So once it breaks this neckline, you should be confident that probably gold is going to sell to the downside. All right. So that's that for that. Okay, now I'm going to be talking about the vertical, the horizontal ray line, right? As you can see, this is the horizontal ray line. It's also used to draw support and resistance, right? Just some people prefer to draw line as support and resistance, but why the correct way to draw support and resistance is using um, the rectangular two, right? Which is zones. So it's better you use zones to draw support and resistance, right? Sometimes I prefer to use this line also, but that doesn't mean it's a line, right? Support and resistance are zones. All right, this is a curve tool, right? The curve tool, you can also use it as to indicate directions, right? To show directions, right? For instance, you are saying gold is going to go up, right? You can just indicate that this pair is going to go up. Any trader who sees your chart will see that you are expecting gold to go up, or probably you are expecting gold to come down to this part from the current price, right? Gold is currently here. Anybody who sees this now as a trader will know that this is what you're waiting for. You want price to come down to this line and start going up. Probably you are expecting it to come down here before you long, right? So that's the purpose of this tool, and can also be used for any other purpose, right? Depending on what you want to use it for. All right, right here now we are having this arrow, right? It's also used to draw, right? Right, so you can use it to draw just like this is what I was using to explain the higher highs and higher lows, and higher lows, yes, and lower low and lower highs yesterday. Okay, so that's that for all the favorite tools I'm having here. So quickly I'm going to move over to the indicator tools, right? I'm going to move over to the indicator tools. All right, so right here, this is the indicator. So as you can see, this is the indicator, right? This is the indicator. So we have so many indicators, but currently this is my favorite, right? But I'm just going to click here and you can see this is my favorite, but they have different types of indicators, right? So I see that we are going to be talking about technical indicators. I'm going to be talking about the most common, which are you see, I've talked about one before, which is the Fibonacci retracement. So I'm going to be talking about moving average, the moving average, right? This moving average right here, this moving average right here is an indicator which people also use to trade, right? People use it as a strategy. Right here now, I think um I'll not be able to add it right here because I already have like two indicator on my chart, and those two indicator is the maximum I can have. So these indicators, we also have it on MT5 and MT4, right? So these are the ones on trading view, and let me quickly go to MT5 so I can show you, explain the I can explain the some of the indicators, the moving average. All right, let's see. So the common ones I'm going to be explaining is the moving average, the RSI, the MACD, and um, okay, Okay, that would be the most common ones, right? And that would be the ones I'll be explaining. Okay, as you can see, this is an indicator, right? This green line under here, right, showing green vertical lines under this chart is an indicator. It's called a volume indicator. Okay, and let me see. Sorry, I'm not used to this stuff. MT5. All right. Yes, it's a SAT indicator. All right. This is the moving average. I'm just going to insert. This is it. I'm about to insert the indicator, the moving average indicator, right? And as you can see, this is the settings before you can input any number you want to. You can put 9, you can put 20, the 20 period moving average. All right, whatsoever number you want, depending on your trading style or depending on the strategy you're wanting to use. Okay, so you see, immediately I click OK, the indicator just appeared on the chart. As you can see, this red curved lines right here is the indicator, right? Some people use this to trade as a strategy. How do they use it to trade? Just depending on what you want to trade. Some people prefer use it as support and resistance, right? For instance, if price breaks, okay, like this side now, price breaks below this indicator, which this side was acting as a support. Right now price has broken it, they look to sell. They will be looking to sell from that point. Okay, why if it breaks above, some people will be looking to buy. Okay, so it's as simple like as that. That's what some people do use it for. Some people use it to indicate the trend, like the current trend of the market. Now, as you can see, the indicator is going up. Even a baby can identify that this indicator is going up, so the trend is upward, right? As you can see right here, you can see it's going down, so the trend is downward. Okay, those are the two common things people use it for. All right, so I'm going to be adding the RSI. I just pray I see that right here. Okay, I'm adding the RSI. Like I say, I talked about the volume just now. There's the volume indicator, which is this one at the bottom. So now I'm going to be adding the MACD, which is MACD. All right, as you can see, this is it. It's now below this first indicator, right? Now below the first indicator. Let me quickly add the RSI so I can just explain everything at the same time, right? RSI. RSI stands for Relative Strength Index, as you can see it, right? Yeah. Yeah, this blue one right here is the RSI. Okay. The moving average is a technical indicator that smooths price data to identify trends. Okay, they have the 50-day simple moving average. They have the 20-day like you can like literally put any number you want. Okay, we have the simple moving average and the exponential moving average. All right. Now, the relative strength index, which is the RSI, is a momentum oscillator that measures the speed and change of price movement ranging from 0 to 100, right? So the relative strength index is used for momentum, right? To identify the momentum of the market, right? What's the momentum, right? If the momentum is bullish or bearish, right? The momentum, like we have, for instance, now this move right here, is a strong momentum, strong bearish momentum of the market. So that's the work of the RSI, right? It's used to indicate the momentum of that particular pair at that particular period, right? At this time, it was very bearish, and the momentum is very bearish, right? Let me find some other example. A strong momentum is the move, okay? Like this candle now is a strong momentum candle, right? The strong momentum candle now. If you see the RSI right here, there's a 70 70.00 level, 30 level, right? 30.00 level. There's supposed to be a 50.00 level, which if price is above the 50 level means we are having a bullish momentum, right? And if price is below means we are having a bearish momentum. Also, this 70 right now, if price is above this 70 means we are having a very bullish momentum for a long period of time, and the price has been overbought for a long period of time. And if we are having this blue line below the 30.00, it means we are having a bearish momentum for a long period of time. The momentum has been bearish, and the market has been oversold for a long period of time. Okay, so that's what the RSI is used for. All right. So the MACD, which is the MACD, right? People call it the MACD. People can call it the MACD. Is the full meaning is moving average convergence, right? Moving average convergence divergence. Okay, it's moving average convergence divergence. That's the full meaning of MACD, right? MACD. So, what is the MACD? The MACD is calculated by subtracting the 26 period EMA from the 12 period EMA. It consists of the MACD line, which is the difference between the short term, the MACD line, right, which is the difference between the short term EMA and the long term EMA, the signal line, which is the 9 period moving average, the 9 period moving average EMA, right, exponential moving average. That's the full meaning of EMA, the exponential moving average, right, of the MACD line. Histogram, the difference between the MACD line and the signal line, indicating momentum. All right, indicating momentum. The difference between the MACD line and the signal line, indicating momentum. All right. So this is the line right here. This is the line right here, the historical line, and the signal line is this red line you're seeing right here. That's the signal line, and the MACD line is this vertical line you're seeing right here. Okay, it's the vertical line you're seeing right there. So that's it, and that's the most common indicator we have. It's also this MACD is also used for um, getting signals like a buy signal occur when the MACD line crosses above the signal line, and a sell signal occurs when it crosses below. All right. So when this red line crosses below this middle line, the which is the MACD line, no, which is the signal line, I mean to say. The MACD line are these vertical lines, right? The signal line is this horizontal line right there. So why, if this red line crosses below, it's a sell signal. If it crosses above, it's a buy signal, right? So some people do combine all the indicators together as a strategy for trading. All right, you can use all at the same time. You can use this to check for momentum. You can use this to get your buy and sell signal. You can use this moving average to identify the current trend, and joining them together you can get a perfect strategy. Or there's no perfect strategy, but you can get at least a high win rate strategy. Okay, so that's that for the indicators. All right, that's the most common indicators we have. Okay, so right now we are also having these indicators on trading view, but I can't add them right now because I have the maximum indicator already on my trading view. So for those that does not have system, I believe most of you are using phones. So I'm going to be doing a video and showing you how to add this on your chart on MT5, and also on trading view, how to add them on trading view. So I'm going to be doing the video right now. I'm just going to attach everything together right now. Okay, so stay tuned.